everyone, it's FallenDice and welcome to another episode of Minecraft Adventures with FallenDice. And I can already tell it's going to be bigger, but that's okay. We got the basis. So here's our cart ride coming in. I think our detector rail will be there. Let me go. I just went and grabbed some resources. I needed more wood because I need to make a lot of repeaters, obviously. As we've all seen now, there's going to be a lot of repeater action going on in this build. So, in our last episode, we basically finished up our design. What the heck? We finished up our design for our thrill ride, our Indiana Jones Boulder Chase ride. So, now we're going to go ahead and start setting up the timing on the bottom. So basically we're going to get our detector rail area where it's going to start, and then we're going to do the bottom where the timing goes out to basically start everything. Should be enough. I need, like I said, I'm making a bunch of repeaters now. Let's see, automatic crafting bench, to the rescue. Dang it, I need more of these. Let's see, where are those? I brought some with me. There we go, more. I think I have more in here too. I planned ahead this time. I think I did. Oh wait, I know where they are. It's so nice having all these. And as you can tell now, we have colors. So besides being able to label them, we have colors to make it easier to kind of tell where they are and organize them. Organizing is always the key. Alrighty, oops. Okay, there's one stack. Let's make 2 stacks of them just for now, just so I don't have to deal with that later. Alright, and I shouldn't need more than this many of the just regular torches for now. Alright, we'll put the rest of you back in your place for now. Except for I need all this. On the lower area, we're going to definitely be doing a lot of building with cobble. Alright, so here we go. Our detector rail would be here, which means down here is where our redstone is going to be traveling from. Let's see. I'd like to get a little bit more speed, so I think I'm going to actually fill this in here real quick. So we're going to add, somewhere over here is my tracks. Yes, there we go. Add one more power rail, so that's going to be 4. So you should get us moving pretty quickly. Inside we'll have to add some more as we're going for our speed, but that's going to run all the way to the end, and I probably won't actually, we'll just leave it as 1 right now just to make it easier to access all of our other items. Now here's the other thing too. Do I want to move that? Because obviously to start it off I didn't want to start it in the middle. And I could have it make 1 turn before it ends in there, but I kind of like the idea of a straight shot through. I can wall this up to make it more centered. I think I'm going to leave it like that. I'll probably just, if anything, I can, in the next section, make the turn, or just fill it in and make it that instead. Alright. So let's see. Our first, yep, this is where it's going to start spreading out. So we're going to have U's coming in like this, which means you need to be the detector rail. Well, I might as well just throw that on there right now while we're at it. Alright, that'll start everything. Now, can we come back in 1 sec? I got some screenshots I took up that I want to put up on my other screen to look at while we're doing this to help me in this design part, so I'm going to be right back. Alright, so sadly I just did a whole bunch of stuff and realized I wasn't recording, which was sad and depressing. So luckily it was just redstone, which is easily to fix, and then we'll go ahead and do it back on camera because this is one of the things I really wanted to show on camera because it's a pretty big part of what we're doing here. Alright, so the first part we had going through here, we had 1, 2, 3 coming off of here, going into this repeater. And the repeater was just to block the signal when from the next section, which is coming down here, from being able to get in. Because before, the way we're doing it, and let me show you. See, well, we'll get to that in a sec. But anyway, all right. So that was coming into here, and then we had 2 more redstone, followed by this repeater, and that was going into our redstone torch. Now, once I get this complete, I may actually go out and widen it. We're going to see what happens, because if I just find out that I need a little bit more delay in the timing, all I need to do is push this over 1 more, add in another repeater, and I can put 4 more ticks in it that way. And they'll all just be like that. So we'll see. We'll take a peek. We'll try it like this first. We'll put the rails in and ride it, and then we'll see, you know, with maybe like pistons on top of here, so I can kind of watch to see the pistons as I go. But anyway, all right, so that was our first one. And then the next one had 2 and 3. Now this one had all these set to max, and this one had these set to max, and then we had the redstone coming in. Now on the next one, we have this here, which is going to cover the delay of these 2. But each one of these still had 1 more of these with only a single tick in it. Now what I decided would work well, since this covers that one, if I add 1 more tick here, that covers that, and now basically we are pretty much one, because they're oh no, I need to do 1 more, because that just equals it. So right now, the way this is set up, this one would actually fire at the exact same time as this one. And what we're trying to do is make these 4 ticks longer. So then what I need to do here is put you in here, and you're maxed. Okay, so now the timing's right. Let me come back over here, do that one, do these ones, fill this in, and let's do 1 more. Just 'cause I want to be able to watch all of this go through and make sure. I want to make sure the timing is the way I think it is. So there, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There. All right. Let's see. If I go through, just having the pistons will make it a more easy to visualize and tell if it's actually going the way I want it to. Alright, so let's go. Let's hit our button here. Alright, 1, dun, 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 dun. Whoa. You went quick. Why did you go quick? You went almost the same time as that one, and you should not have. Yeah, all that is. I wonder if that's just the fact that I'm recording bug. It seems like, yeah, okay, it's just because I'm recording. Okay, alright, we're good. Timing on here is good, and the delays I think are actually fine too. I think if I were to ride my rail, let's go ahead and grab some rails from here real fast. Oops, they're over here. And let's see, put you guys in there. You in here. Alright. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I know they can go a long time without needing to be re-energized, but I like to energize them quicker than I actually need to. I wonder if that's... I'm curious. Would just having this above the redstone, would that actually power it? I don't know, but I'm about to find out. When it gets to it... Nope. Okay. Now that would have been cool. Let's see. I think I can just do this, though, for now. Nope. Having these right under it makes it a little more difficult. I do need to do something. I don't want it to do the entire... Well, let's see how far it would make it down the track without any more powered rail. I mean, I think you can go 40. I think the suggestion is 40 blocks between boosters, or that's the max or something. And this room is like 30 something, so it might work. We'll see how fast I'm going at the end. And then of course I still have to deal with the crappy riding in a rail cart bug that is going around these days. Alrighty. Yeah, we go a little bit faster than that. And we definitely got here in time, so that works. So actually that's it's not bad. If I actually wanted to, I might actually go through and reduce the delay on these, but I think I'll do that when I'm not recording. That way I can actually for sure see how fast these are moving. But instead of doing full 3 on each one of these, I might actually drop it to 2, and then this would be 3 and 1. Or actually I could even just get rid of that one altogether. Nope, I need that for the separation. But I don't know, I'll play around with the timing a little bit, but for now I'm going to go through and I'm going to add in the rest of this. So on this and on both sides, and then we'll test it out and make sure everything works. But once this is done and we can start doing the redstoning, then we'll go through, maybe make our, so we can actually make the floor, put in some of it, but we'll work our way through it. But this is our first part. So let me go through and do this off camera, and I will be right back. All right. So our initial timing is now complete. We click that and watch it go through. You can see it's actually identical. The lines are lighting up at the same time. So this part of our process is now complete. So now the next part is we're going to grab my cobblestone and I'm going to finish up the floor, because now it's time to start. We're going to go I think a level at a time, because it was doable in creative because I could fly and stuff and easily repair things, but for this part I think it's going to be a whole lot easier to actually go by levels, get the timing and everything in, and then make the next level on top of it. The fun part is going to of course be when I go to do the reset part of this, and I'm going to have to do some major digging and clearing out of rocks and stuff to make that part work. But we are well on our way to making this a reality, I guess would be the way to say it. Alright, so let me look at my plans and let's see exactly what I need to do in order to do our next level. And then I may have to do a little digging around up top again. But let me figure that out here real fast and I'll be right back. Alright, so the first level is actually the redstone leading into our side pistons. And that's actually going to be 2 levels above the track. So, start off, we might as well just go through and let's put in all of our redstone torches. And then the next layer of cobble. And then redstone again. And then from there we'll be able to start running our platform over to where the track's going to be. So let me do that real fast and I will be right back. Alright, so there's our first 2 layers of redstone torches feeding off of our pistons. Wow. Already kind of ridiculous. Alright, so basically we're gonna have, like, you know, our two layers of wall here, and then the third of course is our piston that's actually going to be coming in on us as we're doing the ride. So let's see. Oop, I know I got more. I got lots more. I just need to empty out my rucksack. And then at the top of that, oops, sorry. At the top of that is where the second layer here, that's also where that platform is going to be. So pretty much we'll probably give ourselves access down to here, but we're basically done with needing to go down below. So after I do this, unless I go through the access, I won't even see the repeaters down there anymore. This is now going to be our top level basically. And then as we continue up, things will keep changing, but we'll still give ourselves like some kind of tunnel access to get to there. But anyway, so yeah, so it's going to go like this, and then yep, we're going to be closed up now up to this point. That's all we're going to see on both sides now is this layer here. So let me do that real fast off camera, and I'll be right back. All right, so we are up to our next layer now. This is the layer where our pistons coming from the side are going to be coming in. And down here is where all of our timing is. To get to the other side, I've got like a little pit to kind of drop down to come around. So if I need to do any tweaking, I have the ability to get under here and do that. Alright, so now the thing is I'm going to need a bit more, because I think altogether I'm probably going to need about 4 stacks of repeaters for this level alone. 32 or so wide, 4 deep each one. So yeah, so I think I have enough to at least make that, but I'm probably gonna, before I move on to the next area, I'm gonna have to go back for more wood and possibly even more smooth stone. So we'll see. Let me kind of pick this up here real fast, make room, because I'm gonna have to probably get all the smooth stone I have left in here. I'll put these in there because they're already complete, and I just get in my way. Alright, so anyway, let me get this made up, and then I'll come back in when we're ready to start using it. Alright, so before we do that, we actually need to add our pistons. So let's go ahead and pull these out now that I'm done crafting. Let's see. Whoops. Pistons are going to go there, so let's see if it's just easier to... then I have to go back and rip them all out. I should just be able to creep back and then just move along like this and place them. Alright, that works. Alright, I'm going to place these, put in the cobblestone, and then we'll come back and put in our repeaters. Alrighty. So 1 stack of pistons gets us to this point. Now we come over here, and we're going to be placing repeaters on every single block, and then we're going to be coming through and putting these all on max delay. And the cool thing is, at this point, once we're finished here, we'll be able to come back and actually test everything. Because if we run down our cart all the way down there, it should trigger all of these in order as we're going through them, so we'll be able to see this in action. So I'm going to go ahead, place in all our repeaters, and then set the repeaters to the max, and then we'll go ahead and take a ride and see what it looks like. Alright, so I've been playing around with the timing. And so what we've actually done is I only have a single booster at the beginning, so it's a very slow ride. Got rid of the detector rail, so basically when you push the button, it's going to start this. So as you get in through here, it starts, and it's basically catching up. It's actually faster than you are moving. And about this point, it's almost caught up to you. You hit this booster rail, it gives you a little bit extra speed, and then you get to the end before it completes. So I've only done the one side so far. I'll show that real fast. And that was just because I wanted to kind of work on the timing. So we'll do that one here after I finish this part. But I'll show the ride. So we come through, turn around, and you can see it's starting to come through. It's following us. It's catching up. It's getting quicker. And then boom, we're out. Oh noes! Forgot my oh noes the last few episodes. So yes, it's catching up to you. Oh noes! And then you get a boost and you're safe. And we can always go through and take out at least another repeater. I still have a few repeaters left. I'd put in a bunch of them when I couldn't quite get this to work without overtaking us. So I still have 1, 2, 3 repeaters with full delay yet that I can do, so I can, once I get everything done and we're on our final version of this, I can kind of go back through and get the timing down to the point where it's, you know, almost right up on you. Like, you basically, it's like one block away from you, about to start suffocating you, and then you hit that booster. I think that'd be kind of cool. So anyway, all right, so now it's time to come up and let's get the repeaters on this side. And once we're done with that, then we can move on to our next level. And as we get taller, I can start clearing out the ceiling where I need to. It's easier as I build up. So anyway, be back in a few. So all right, so we are done at this level. This side here has nothing else to go other than the reset switch, which we'll work on at the end. So basically, we can kind of go through and put you up top now. You're now complete, and then I'm going to put some torches to prevent us from getting any spawning. Now the other side is where we've got work to do yet. We're going to have another layer going in, and we have to do a bit of digging, because we have to go a bit higher yet above to put in our double piston extender. Alright, so, yep. Or actually, is it this side? I got it backwards. Okay, so this side over here is the one that's done. So this one over there, we have to work to do yet. Either way, it doesn't matter. This part here is going to be on both of them anyway, so we'll just go ahead and put this is the top of our tunnel. And then I'll put lights in on that side as well. Oops. Alright. So I'm going to leave this open to make it easier to jump up inside for now. Alrighty. So for this one, or sorry, for the other side, over here, might as well get rid of these because we're going to be running a row of blocks all the way across the top into this. So it's pretty much going to go from over there. And I'm looking on the other screen here. So the way this is set up, I gotta put another row of redstone torches. So we'll do that first. Let's get rid of all these. Alright, I'm kind of glad this is the side that we're doing the extra on, because it's got the width to it. So it'll be easier for me to kind of hop up if I need to come in and do anything, you know, to move around and access places. Alright, we'll get off of the wall. Okay, and then once again we put in yet another row of blocks. And I think this row is going to have stuff coming off the side as well too, if I'm not mistaken. Alrighty, I'm just going to run this off to there to keep me from falling off. Alrighty, now let's see. I'll just kind of start working on this, because this I know for sure is going like this. And like I said, this is why I did it by layers, because once this was in here, it would have been horrible trying to get inside here to set any of these things to their proper delay, which is kind of how I did it on the creative world. I just did one section of it and then started extending it around, and that became a pain. So alrighty, and then I think this is going to go right up to actually here. So I think I'm gonna do this. Let me finish this up here real quick. I'll be right back. So now we have our pathway, And how this one is going to work is we're going to be powering our repeaters heading into our double piston extender by using redstone torches coming off the side. And in addition to that, we actually are still going to go up another level. So let's run these across, and I think I'm almost out of torches. So I may have to light this place up, go get some more resources, and come back, because I'm definitely going through resources quite quickly. But I kind of figured I would. Yep. Alright, I'm going to torch this up, and then I will be right back. Alright, so we have been resupplied, and I got lots and lots of materials now. So, alright, just put in these last couple here. Now, at this point, we could alternate, and I may actually do that, because initially when I was thinking about this, maybe I hadn't realized quite the extent of repeater use we're doing here. So let's see if maybe we can't make the key thing is to make sure I use the exact same amount of repeaters regardless of which row it is, the ones where it's the first one or the second one. Alrighty. Get down here. And I said the part I don't like too is the fact that we're starting to get dark as well. Taking out all these torches. Uh-oh. Need more repeaters already. Okay, let me make some more of those, and I'll be right back. Never mind, I actually had a bunch made. I just had them stored in the chest. I forgot about that. Alrighty, so grab those. And let's see. I will do the rest of this off camera though, so let me finish this up and I'll be right back. Alright, so here is this. This is what's going into our first of our double pistons. So basically if we, I guess, kind of go like this to, well, actually no, it needs to be one here. So technically, alright, that's all we need to do. And then we'll run underneath it and using the jump method, place our pistons. Alright, let me actually grab those here real quick. Whoa, where'd you come from? Both of you. So I shouldn't be able to spawn in here. Maybe they came, oh, they probably came from back here. Oh, yeah, there's dark areas back in here. Okay, well, we'll just fix that for now. Alright, so in here, we'll grab you guys. There should be enough in here. Yep, I gotta jump to get the first one. And inventory tweaks didn't help me out there. Alrighty. Yeah, we're getting close to being able to really test this thing out. You know, just one more layer after this one will at least get the timing taken care of, and then all that leaves us to do is to run our reset at the end to kind of clean everything up. So our tunnel is now complete. If we come up over here, we can see we got all of our pistons up there. I'm going to create us a nice little access going around the back right now, just because I can't go over to the side where we were before, and technically eventually I'm gonna have to cover this up as well. But yeah, so there we go. If I were to fire this off right now, I think that we would actually get the bottom layer spitting out probably at the exact same time as everything, so it would actually just be all three dropping down at once. Whoa. Some of it's going a lot faster than others. Alright, well I'm going to have to take a look at that, because that should have all happened at the same time. So let me peek and I will be right back. Alright, so I know exactly what it is. It's these right here. I forgot about that. the redstone on the block here powers the piston below it. So it's kind of messing everything up. So technically that means we're going to have to put repeaters here and here, these two rows. So I can still save me about a row of piston, or I mean repeaters, but these ones for sure are going to have to be, and that hopefully should fix this, because even I thought maybe it was just the whole recording thing, but nope. It definitely gets ahead, and it gets ahead pretty quick. Alright, so we got the things figured out. We had a couple issues here. First one was the having the redstone here, which I fixed. Second part was that I forgot that there was, the first three had to be set to full delay. And this then will line everything up. So right now, if I ride this, and we'll see how it looks like recording, all three of them are going to eject at the same time. There you go. You can see how that's working right now. And that's because, again, we want the one in front to drop first. And then when the two side ones happen, the one directly above will also go, and that's what's going to be the double extension on the piston. So it will give us that rolling boulder. So now, basically, all we have left to do is power our final level, our blocks here. Now we're getting close. This is impressive looking. My wheat farm was pretty cool looking, but this right here, I think, maybe one of my favorite redstone contraptions I've ever done. But yeah, so let me add in the last layer of cobble, throw in the repeaters, and we can try it out, and we'll see if the timing works. Once the timing works, then all we have left to do is the reset. But yeah, I think this is going to work. Alright, it's time for that final row. So basically, we're going to be doing this one like we did the one below it, alternating to save on our repeaters. And then the back end is going to end up being solid repeaters by where it comes off of, so we don't have the issue of cross wiring. So I'm going to do this here real quick. And the cool part is that we're already getting powered from underneath. And in addition to underneath, we take these here, and that they will power these. So whether it's a repeater getting powered from back here or the redstone from underneath, it's all going to get its power. So let me finish wiring all this, and I will be right back. Alright, so back here again. I still think I need to go through, because according to my screenshots, the first two, like here and here and here and here, from the looks of it, are all set to full delay. Because I think if I remember right, it was going too far ahead of it. So I'm actually going to do that right now. Well, look at a second. But anyway, so that's there. Now, as far as the reset, and this actually turned out to be a whole lot simpler than I initially was thinking it was going to be. So once I get those delays in, we should be able to try it, and it should actually be fully functional, like complete. So basically what I got going on here is there's a redstone torch back there that's powering this block, which is powering this all the way across to do the first part of the double piston extender. So now I have repeaters coming off of here, and this is going to be the last thing that gets turned on. So we have the extra delay here, and I may actually need to do some more, because now that I remember right, this is set to go before those. So, and I don't mind having extra repeater in there, because this is important to get this part done right. Okay, so it goes down here, and there's two spots where it's actually, the redstone is going to come in on this line. So if I basically, if I'm powering this, I got some serious lag going right now. So if I'm, wow, somebody doing something on the server, I wonder? Well, anyway, so if I power this, it's going to power both of this entire length. And it'll be a little bit of a delay. Now what I could do, I gotta stop. I don't know what's going on. This is bad. Hold on one sec. Alright, that seems a bit better. Alright, so anyway, so when this does it, it's going to set all these to basically fire off, and it's just going to redo this entire bank of repeaters and drop that first upper piston, so it's going to go down and collect the lower piston. Over here is where it catches on the other side. So this entire thing will all be basically fired almost at once. It'll be a little bit of an offset, like a half a tick or so. And then we come over here, and these are set at a full 4 delay because I want to make sure all of these extend and retract before the bottom ones go. And that same signal then comes down here, and the same thing was before. We're running it over. It comes down in a spot where it can reach all the way over to there and up there, and then this one over here comes down and it reaches all the other ones. So basically we're all getting fired off. After these ones extend and pick these up, then those ones will now extend and pick the blocks up. So as soon as you get to the end of the ride, it should automatically reset itself. It should. Oh crap. Alright, let me go ahead and let me do that real fast. I just gotta set the delay on those repeaters, and then we can come in and try this out. Alright, so 2 things I discovered. Number 1, my triggering mechanism from before, not gonna work. Because of course, when this thing went around, it once again charged that block, which kept sending this as a loop all the way through. So it never ended. Second of all, I did not have enough delays, so this was retracting while this was powered, so it wasn't working. So I added 4 more delays in there, and I put this on a detector rail down below. But now if you watch, if I click the button, it'll stand up here, and this is going to be set up by the detector rail at the end of the ride. There we go. It drops that down, picks it up, that goes down, picks it up. So that will pick up all of our blocks and leave us nothing in the middle. So now we can take it for a spin, and let's see how she looks while we're recording. Yeah, not bad at all. It's almost catching up, and then at the end it gives you a nice little speed boost. Oh, I kind of forgot about that. I made a hole to help me figure out where I was. Okay, alright, so I need to put the detector rail there, and then we can go ahead and try this again. Alright, let me go grab my detector rail, because obviously it hasn't reset yet. But once I put this in, that should be all we need. There we go. Alright, let me go reset this up and I'll be right back. Alright, here we go. Crossing our fingers for our first complete successful run. Here it comes, chasing me, chasing me, chasing me, getting closer. Oh noes, oh noes. There we go, we're free, we're free. Come to the end. And should we drop down, pick up 1, and then drop down, pick up 2. And there we go, reset. Perfect. Wow, it actually worked. Alright, well then now all I need to do is go through and replace a bit of this cobble with some mossy cobble. Kind of make it resemble the rest of the ride. But yeah, it works. It is successful. Alright, well let me kind of do some of this, give myself an access. Well, I'll know where to dig through to get access, so I'm not going to leave a door. But let me go ahead and finish that part up, and I will be right back. Alright, and we're basically finished here now. I put in some half slabs here so that no matter where you're in this tunnel, when it comes through, you will be suffocated. You know, evilness. Oh noes! And then threw in a few little bit of mossies on the side to kind of add to the decoration. Now the only thing left to do is down here. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I definitely need to take a drop down because we got to make it all the way down to the bottom. But I may make some turns and stuff. I think I'm going to not do any more in the tunnel until I've finished with the whole cavern. Because I haven't decided where I want to come into the cavern yet either. It might actually go around to the side or something, since this is like the centerpiece is going to be right here and the rest of the city will be over there. In addition, I don't know if there's anything I can really do to top the boulder. I think that was kind of like my all-in last move. So at this point, I think it's more along the lines of heading over to wherever we're going to be once I figure out exactly how far it goes. And then we'll start to transition from the cobble and mossy cobble into more of a sandstone, hieroglyphics and stuff like that, which is going to be more of what the city will be like. So we'll see when we get to that point. But this is finally done, and I'm really happy with it actually. So yeah, I think we're going to end it here. Hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm really getting excited as I'm getting close to there, so should be fun. But thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.